last week in Boston.
He was watching his surroundings. He, seemed real nervous.
I don't know. There's still something that was not settling about the way he spoke.
So out of character from anything I know about this man.
They're coming from a background of ravage and rape and mutilation and torture, and they have that in their minds.
Terrorism investigators confront the possibility of never knowing why. I'm John Hockenberry, and this is The Takeaway. As an injured 19-year-old Chechen in a Boston hospital, an enemy combatant. What was the trigger that made him a bomber? Also, a community in Texas in shock after last week's explosion at a fertilizer plant. And has the U.S. failed in its policy toward Iran? We always want to hear from you. Share what you know. Tell us a story at 877-8MY-TAKE or tweet us at The Takeaway. We'll have more right after these headlines.
From NPR News in Washington, I'm Lakshmi Singh. The Justice Department confirms that the surviving Boston terrorism suspect is charged with using a weapon of mass destruction. And White House spokesman Jay Carney says Jahar Tsarnaev will not be tried as an enemy combatant.
We will prosecute this terrorist through our civilian system of justice. Under U.S. law, United States citizens cannot be tried in military commissions.
Tsarnaev is a naturalized U.S. citizen. The 19-year-old and his older brother, Tamerlan, were born in southern Russia. Tamerlan Tsarnaev was killed in a police shootout last week. The younger suspect was seriously wounded, and he remains under armed guard at an area hospital. Massachusetts will hold a moment of silence later this hour for the 3 people who were killed and more than 180 wounded in the Boston Marathon bombings. The state will pause at 2:50 p.m. Eastern, the time of the first explosion, before bells toll across the state. Air travelers are bracing for more delays today thanks to the furloughs of air traffic controllers forced by the sequester budget cuts. All of the nation's nearly 15,000 air traffic controllers will lose 1 day of work every other week. NPR's Craig Windham reports the Federal Aviation Administration says the furloughs mean the frequency of takeoff and landings will have to be scaled back.
Air traffic controller Victor Santori in Atlanta told WSB-TV the situation is similar to shutting down some toll booths on a busy highway.
If you have 10 toll booths and you can only open 8 of them, traffic's going to back up.
And Mike Foote, a spokesman for the National Association of Air Traffic Controllers, told KNBC-TV the delays could have a ripple effect.